fast guide in payment processing like services and terms. Most efficiently, companies use a number of third social gathering cost processing companies to course of their bank card orders on web, since this does not require to acquire a direct service provider account or to set up costly SSL certificates. The third social gathering cost processing companies handles cost by bank card, and often can deal with checks and different types of cost as nicely, and sends the vendor a month-to-month, usually, test or wire switch, minus varied processing charges, which differ from service to service. These third social gathering cost processing options give the vendor a hyperlink to a safe web page, the place they will redirect their prospects to, for finishing the order. Whereas the tactic has many advantages, it additionally has disadvantages. I want to make an introduction of the fundamental phrases and ideas utilized by the usual cost processing companies, to assist sellers perceive higher what they should examine when selecting an cost processing service. Cost cycle, the time interval throughout which orders are taken for one cost, will be month-to-month, bi-monthly, weekly, and many others. After every cost cycle ends, the cost ought to be dispatched to the vendor. Cost holding time. Unfortunately, each cost processing service intentionally holds the cost for a period of time that varies between just a few days as much as a number of months. They don't ship the cost instantly after the cost cycle has ended, however, as a substitute they maintain the cost for the required cost holding time. They are saying that is to guard them towards fraud, chargebacks, and it additionally helps them with raising their revenue by holding the cash in financial institution for an curiosity. For instance, for a month-to-month cost cycle and a cost holding time of 15 days, the cash ensuing from orders throughout October will likely be dispatched to you on or after 15th November. This isn't a giant challenge if the cost holding time shouldn't be lengthy, however some companies have a cost holding time of 2 months or extra, and you'll obtain your cost for October gross sales in January the subsequent 12 months. Cost processing day is the date of the month for monthly cost cycles, when the cost cycle ought to finish, and the cost calculated. Often, that is the final day of the month, however some companies allow you to particularly set it. Sign-up price, the price for sign-up. Some cost non-refundable charges, different software charges, different don't cost a price in any respect. Transaction price, the per transaction price, often a share with a minimal mounted worth. Chargeback price, when a chargeback happens, it occurs in case of fraudulent orders or when the client shouldn't be happy with the product, not solely that the cost processing service takes again the quantity of the order, nevertheless it additionally costs you with a chargeback price. Some cost processing companies have extra charges, similar to product obtained price, for digital items, month-to-month price, assertion price, refund price, wire switch price, contract cancelling price. It's worthwhile to ask them about all these charges, as a result of most companies do not clearly specify it on the website nor in straightforward to seek out documentation, and also you may need disagreeable surprises later if you don't. Particularly with the cost holding time, it is disappointing to count on to obtain the primary cost simply to seek out that it will likely be dispatched to you months later. It's a good observe to learn the toes, phrases of companies, and the contract earlier than signing up, as many cost processing companies state they reserve the precise to terminate or drop their companies to any buyer, for any and no cause in any respect. Without discover, they usually additionally state that the final cost will likely be held 6 months, for chargeback safety.